The Lions are off to the Rockies this week, their current spot for the 2020 draft, 5th. They get the Broncos, who after their loss last week would be picking 11th. Predictions are in the oven, but while we wait for them to cook, let's nibble on some numbers to hold us over. Drew Lock's hot start came to a freezing halt last week against the Chiefs and the Elements.
And it's intercepted. Tyrann Mathieu.
Lock was unable to generate much offense in his third start, a game marked by a nice heavy coat of snow. Obviously, playing in such elements is probably something Lock has to get used to if he's going to stick in Denver. The good news for Lock, snow isn't currently in the forecast this week, but the Lions' defense is, and they're coming off a game where they gave up over 450 yards through the air and gave up 4 TD passes. That wasn't the first time they've been torched this season either. They've given up a passer rating of 102.5 this season, and only 2 teams have given up more passing yards per game. And it's not a case of teams just picking them apart with the short stuff. They are tied for last in giving up passes of 20-plus yards. So on paper, Lock seems to have a favorable matchup, but his counterpart does not.
Here's the pass, and it's intercepted! It's picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and the Detroit native gets a pick 6.
David Blau threw 2 interceptions last week and failed to throw any scores. Not only has he looked the part of a third-string quarterback his last 2 starts, this last one came against a Tampa secondary that hasn't played the pass well this season, whereas the Broncos D has. They've allowed the 10th fewest passing yards per game and have been one of the best when it comes to keeping teams out of the red zone. They're tied for 6th in allowing the fewest red zone attempts, and even when teams get there, they haven't let many find the paint against them. They are 1st in defensive red zone percentage, so Blau has a much tougher task in front of him compared to what he was up against last week. The X factor for the Lions then becomes their run game.
Here is Hills, and it's second effort, he gets it! Wes Hills with his first NFL touchdown.
Wes Hill scored twice on the ground last week, but that's pretty much all he did. The Lions really don't have much of a running game, but it still might be the best way to go after Denver, being their run defense has given up just over 4 yards a carry, which isn't bad at all, but maybe the lesser of 2 evils if you're the Lions. Okay, the numbers seem to favor the home team, but how many of our experts favor them? It's time to check out our predictions.
Fake it, block, lofts it, big play, Noah Fant, downfield for a first down.